Salutation, guys. How are you guys? How are you guys? No, I'm well. I'm well. I cannot really complain that much. I'm well, thanks, guys. Guys, okay. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you very much, guys, to those who have already subscribed to the channel. To those who have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, guys. And the benefit of subscribing to the channel is that each time I drop a video, then you get notified. So thank you very much, guys. Please do share the video. Different social media platforms that we are using, please do share the video there, guys. Today I want us to talk about the rating agencies. When was the time you heard about them? It's been a while. It's been a while we haven't heard about the rating agencies. So I just want us to discuss that. Where have they disappeared to all of a sudden? Because it's been a while that we haven't heard about them, right? Yeah, so guys, let's just get into it, guys. Let's talk about it, guys. There's a deafening silence from the so-called rating agencies. These agencies were so loud during the Jacob Zuma administration. We'll remember that. We'll remember that how loud they were, these so-called rating agencies. They became so popular that we got to know them by their individual names because their opinions were paraded all over the mainstream media. They were all over. Ended up even knowing their names. These agencies released reports almost on a monthly basis, giving all sorts of judgment and projections about the state of South Africa's economy and governance. It was these reports which provided the basis for the mobilization against the Zuma presidency, because the so-called rating agencies gave gloomy projections about the state of the country and its economy. You remember that even 2017, even at the white people marching, these reports by the rating agencies were one of the tools that were used to fight against Zuma. We will do well to also keep in mind that these rating agencies are foreign owned and controlled. One of the key important, these rating agencies are foreign owned, and of course are not democratically elected bodies, but self-appointed bodies doing the bidding on behalf of global capital as part of the neoliberal project to discipline the governments. We know these are the unelected people, but their voice carries more weight than the voice of the electorate. See? The so-called rating agencies are not bodies or structures that are democratically elected or controlled, but are bodies made of economists and the pro-capital and pro-imperialism. These economists are the economists that are pro-capital and pro-imperialism, right? These are the running dogs of imperialism. They work hand in glove with the Bretton Woods institutions. By Bretton Woods institutions, we mean the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, which is known as IMF. These institutions are popularly known as the Bretton Woods institutions because the gathering which gave birth to them was held at the Bretton Woods Lodge in 1944. That's how they got to be known as the Bretton Woods institutions. The rating agencies, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, play a key role in protecting the interests of global capital and imperialism by playing police in ensuring that countries, especially those of the third world, toe the line and do not pass laws and policies that threaten the interests of global capital, as led by the United States of America and Europe. Countries of the third world mainly rely on loans from the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund for the purpose of financing or funding their development in terms of infrastructure and the economy in general, right? In order for the countries of the third world to access these loans, they are dependent on the ratings provided by the so-called rating agencies for them to qualify for these loans. They must be in the good books of the rating agencies. A negative rating by the so-called rating agencies will certainly put paid to the chances of a country securing any loans from the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. It is these loans which come with all sorts of conditions that have ensured that countries of the third world are locked in the vicious bondage of neoliberalism, which is aimed at ensuring that the United States of America and Europe continue exploiting the mineral resources which are found in the third world countries. This defeats the narrative that the so-called democracy is about the will of the people, which is the majority. When in fact we've got a group of unelected people dictating and imposing policies on the elected governments. Since the election of one Cyril Ramaphosa into the presidency of South Africa, the so-called rating agencies have vanished into thin air. Like I say, when was the last time you heard about them or you read about rating agencies? Since the ascendance of Cyril Ramaphosa into the presidency, those rating agencies have disappeared. Right? Think about it. This is despite every indicator pointing out that things have gotten worse under the Ramaphosa administration. The question will be, where have the so-called rating agencies disappeared to? Where are they now to rate the Ramaphosa's administration? Why are they not as loud as they were during the Jacob Zuma administration? Is it because Ramaphosa is a product of global capital? Going forward, why should we take anything they say serious when they have shown themselves to be mere tools for the protection and advancement of global capital against the will of the people who elected the governments? I think we need to think deep about this. Because it cannot be that we elect governments, we give them a mandate, but there's a group of unelected people who now dictate the agenda, And that rating agencies are one of those apparatus that are used to ensure that the agenda of undermining the will of the majority. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Please do share the video on Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever social media platforms that you are using. Please do share the video. Those who have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe, guys. Let's grow the channel. Let's spread the message, guys. Let's say it. Akukhanye.